Fine, let's get started. It's already 8:05, right? So let's get started. Fine. So this is a DevOps with multi-cloud plus AI master program. So introduction to DevOps with multi-cloud plus AI. Okay. Yeah. So before going to start our session, let me introduce myself first. Yeah, the people who are, yeah. So already everyone know about my name. So in Harsha Trainings, since 7 years, I'm teaching in Harsha Trainings. Okay. Yeah, people who are joined recently, newly joined people, they don't know my name. So let me introduce myself first. Yeah, my name is Ram. I'm having 17 plus years of experience in IT. Last 8.5 years, I'm in teaching, right? So training delivered 15,000 plus students, right? My skill sets are Linux, DevOps, AWS, Azure, GCP, AI plus security. These are all my skill sets. Okay. So currently I'm working as a solution architect with one of the MNC company. Fine. So my voice is clear, right, everyone? Can you confirm in the chat, please? One more time so that we'll move on. My voice is clear, everyone. So anyone is not having clear, my voice is not clear, please rejoin. So anyone getting any disturbance or any humming or anything noise, please rejoin. Okay, fine. Let's get started. So this is my brief introduction. Okay, yeah. Now, yeah. So here, DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI master program, right? So here, today's agenda is prerequisite to join this session, which is DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI. What are the prerequisites? What we required? Any developing background required or not? Right? Any coding background required or not? Any testing background or required or not? We'll discuss about that. Okay. And also, who can join this course? Who can join? Freshers, non-IT guys, the people who are having some career gap, IT employees, developers, testers. Who can join this course? Right? Yeah, let me explain. Next one, course information. This course information and also instructions to attend this course. What is DevOps? What is automation? Why the project teams are looking for DevOps and cloud platforms? What is the role and responsibilities of DevOps engineer in real-time projects? So SDLC, software development lifecycle. So let us go with one by one. Okay. So this is our agenda today. Okay. So let's go with one by one. So still people are joining. Still people are joining. Yeah. Let's go with one by one. So, okay. So here, prerequisite to join this course. What are the prerequisites, right? If you want to learn DevSecOps with AI plus multi-cloud, okay. If you want to learn, so what are the prerequisites? No prerequisites here. To learn DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI, we don't require any coding background. We don't require any testing background. We don't require any admin background, right? So no prerequisites here, right? If you want to learn, so our course starts from very scratch level, very basic level, right? So what is server? What is network? What is switch? What is router? What is IP address? What is subnet mask, gateway, load balancer? Very scratch level, our course will be started, right? So if you want to learn this course, look at this, everyone. Look at here. Your time is very important here. So daily, yeah. So you need to spend 2 to 3 hours. So 3 to 4 months, nearly you need to spend your time. Your time is very important. You need to spend 3 to 4 months time. Daily 2 to 3 hours you need to spend, right? So 1 hour to 1.5 hour live session you need to attend daily. And also 1.5 hour you need to practice at least, so that within 3 months you can easily get into the project. I'm sure that. So I already completed nearly 125 batches, right? In every batch, I'm seeing that within 3 months, 60% of the people cracking the interviews. Okay. So I'm sure that if you dedicate for 3 to 4 months, you can easily get into the project. I'm sure that. In my previous batches, yeah. So within 3 months, 60% of the people, they're cracking the interviews, right? So within 4 months, 5 months, 90% of the people cracking the interviews. Fine. So if you dedicate for 3 to 4 months, daily practice required here. So whatever the subject I deliver, right? I provide you recording, every topic document. I provide you running notes. I provide you. You can follow the documents. You can follow the recording. You need to practice daily basis. If you practice that, if you practice daily basis, you can easily crack the interview. So cracking interview is very easier. You can easily get into the project for sure. Okay. Second one here is, yeah, your effort is very important here. Your time, your effort is very important here, right? So people are doing like, so weekdays, Monday to Friday, they are attending the sessions. Saturday, Sunday, they're practicing. That is not best practice, right? So daily basis, you need to spend time and you need to practice. If you miss any practice, if you miss one day practice, nothing to worry. You will get the recording, right? You can practice next day following the recording and you can practice. You can easily cope up. So for next session, you can easily understand, right? So if you skip the sessions, 4 5 sessions, okay, it is very difficult to practice again. If you want to watch 4 videos at a time, it's very difficult, right? So that is why. So every day you need to practice. Practice required. So live session should be live session is very important. Should be attended. Okay. So if you miss any session due to some emergency, you'll get the recording. You can follow the recording and you can practice. Okay. Next one, look at this. Your dedication, right? So don't miss the live classes. Okay. So sometimes we can miss, nothing to worry. So you can follow the recording and you can easily cope up. Fine. So these three are very, very important. Your time, 3 to 4 months is very, very important. You can dedicate. Okay. So 2 to 3 hours, you need to spend your time and your effort. You need to practice daily basis. Your dedication, live session, don't miss. Don't miss the live session, and also practice required here, right? Practice is more important. Fine. So these three are very important. Next one. Look at this. Who can join this course? Who can join this course? Non-IT people can join this course, right? In my batches, 20 to 30% of the people, non-IT people and freshers, right? The people who are having some career gap also, they're joining this course, right? So non-IT people easily, they can learn this course. And also freshers, 2022 pass outs, 2023 pass outs, 2024 pass outs, right? So they can easily learn this course. Even 2025 also can easily learn this course, right? Freshers easily, they can learn this course. And people who have some career gap also can join this course. So in my previous batch, one of the student, he was having 8 years gap, 8 years gap. How to fill the gap? I explain. How to prepare the resume? I prepare your resume. I prepare your resume. How to upload the resume into LinkedIn, Naukri. I'll guide you, right? So how can we crack the interview? Tips and tricks. How can we deliver? So while attending interviewer asks the questions, right? How can we deliver the question answers, right? How can we answer properly, right? So these all will be covered in our sessions. Okay. So if you have any gap, if you have a 2 years gap, 3 years gap, nothing to worry. If you have 8 years gap, also nothing to worry. How to fill the gap? I'll guide you, right? Next one, look at this. IT employees, developers, testers, support guys, they can easily learn this course, right? So our course starts from very basic level, very scratch level, right? So anyone can learn this course, anyone can easily crack the interview, anyone can easily jump into easily cooperate to the projects. Fine. Yeah, next one, course information. Look at this. Course name, DevsecOps with multi-cloud plus AI master program. So this is master program, right? So DevsecOps, development security, and operations. Development is nothing but we don't do any development here, right? We coordinate with the developers. Security. What is security? How can we secure our applications, right? Operations. Operations team. We need to coordinate with the operations team, right? With the multi-cloud. What is multi-cloud? So here we have three important clouds, major clouds are available, right? So what are those? AWS, Azure, and GCP, right? Three clouds will be covered in our course, plus AI services. I'll show you AI services. What are the AI services will be covered, right? So this is a master program, right? So this is a 100 days course, maybe plus or minus 1 week, 1 week to 10 days, plus or minus 10 days, right? Yeah, so trainer name, my name is Ram. I'm having 17 plus years of experience in IT, right? Since 8.5 years, I'm in trainings, right? So I delivered 15,000 students. I trained 15,000 students, right? Yeah, so here, course duration 100 days, 100 days, class frequency Monday to Friday, 1 hour to 1.5 hour, 1 hour to 1.5 hour. Sometimes it will stretch 15 minutes, 30 minutes, nearly 1.5 hour maximum. Okay, daily class. So weekly 5 days, sometimes Saturdays also will be covered. Saturdays, sometimes Saturdays also. Sometimes Saturdays, weekend workshops will be conducted. I'll conduct the weekend workshops, right? And the class duration 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST daily. Sometimes it will stretch 9:15 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. Right? So duration is 1 hour to 1.5 hour. So 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST daily. Fine. Yeah. So class mode, classroom and online. Class mode, classroom and online. Classroom and online. So course material for every topic, document will be provided. So I'll give you time for asking questions. Wait for a few minutes. I'll give you time for asking. So wait for few minutes. Okay. So because if I give or unmute, so you can, if anyone unmute, if anyone speaking in between, right? So recording will be disturbed. So hope you understand everyone. I give you unmute, wait for a few minutes. Online guys, hope you understand. Okay. Yeah. So I give you time for asking questions. Okay. Because in between, if you unmute and some background noise is coming, recording will be disturbed, right? So that is why I remove the unmute. So definitely I give you unmute. Everyone can ask the questions. Fine. Yeah. Fine. So class mode is classroom and online. Course material. For every topic, I'll share the document. I provide document, soft copy. You can download. You can download that and you can store into your laptop, right? So recordings will be provided 1 year access. Recordings will be provided 1 year access. The course fee 18K. Here I did not mention that. Course fee 18K, 18,000, right? So because here DevOps, DevsecOps, multi-cloud, AI, so these are all will be covered, right? These are all will be covered. Saturdays also will be covered because 100 days is it is not sufficient actually. Hope you understand everyone. 100 days is not sufficient. I can take weekend classes also. Sometimes Saturday 1.5 hour to 2 hours I'll take class, right? So holidays also I cover sometimes, right? That is why plus or minus 10 days or 15 days, right? Hope you understand everyone. Clear, right, everyone? So this is the course information. Now, next one. Look at this, everyone. Look at here. Yeah, so instructions to attend this course. Laptop or desktop is mandatory with 8 GB RAM. You require 8 GB RAM because while working on Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, these are the DevOps tools. While working on the tools, we'll get some performance issues. That is why 8 GB is sufficient. If you have 4 GB also fine, but 8 GB would be better. Okay. You have to attend daily live classes for 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So here, 1 hour to 1.5 hours, right? So I put 1.5 hours here, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour 15 minutes, sometimes 1.5 hours, right? So daily 2 to 3 hours practice is required. If you follow this, you can easily crack your interview within 3 months for sure. I'll guide you how to crack the interview. I give you all the interview questions. I'll give you all the documentations, right? I provide you all the tips and tricks. You just need to follow that. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So before going to discuss about DevOps, today we'll discuss about DevOps. DevSec will be covered after a few days. Okay. Security will be covered after a few days. So before going to DevOps introduction, so any questions, anyone? Can you speak up? I give you unmute. Can you raise your hand, please? If you have any questions, if you want to talk, can you please raise your hand? I give you unmute one by one. Please raise your hand up to here. Whatever the course information, right? So course duration, these are all general things we discussed, right? So anyone having any questions, you can raise your hand so that I give you unmute. You can speak up. Yes. Yes. Speak up, Ayappa Macharla. I gave you unmute.
Hello, sir. This is Ayappa.
Yes. Yeah. Can you speak bit louder? Bit louder, please.
1 second, sir.
Yes. Yes. It is good.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Actually, one of my friends say that in DevOps there is any kind of one particular language like C, C++, Java, like language is particular. Is it necessary or not? Could you please explain that, sir?
Very good question. Very good question. Yes. Sure. Any other questions, Ayappa? Apart from this?
And that's it, sir, only.
Right.
Basically, from my non-IT background, so that's why I'm taking ask like that only. I don't have any knowledge on JavaScript or C language script, so that's why I'm asked like that only.
Fine. Yes. Very good question. Yeah, I am asking that. So for DevOps required C, C++ or Java language, Java coding background required or not? Is asking. No, I don't have any background, coding background. Since 2004, I am working on IT project. I am working in IT projects. So yeah, I started my career in 2004. Right? I don't have any coding background. So currently we don't require any coding background. So we need to learn a few scripts, small scripts. I'll guide you that. So we are DevOps engineers, right? We are not developers. Developer role is they will develop the applications. They work on coding part. Operations team, they work on infrastructure. So what is our role as a DevOps engineer? We automate the activities. We deploy the applications. We work on tickets. We work on integrations. These are the roles, right? We don't need to worry about coding part here. So zero coding, no coding, right? Yeah, we don't require any coding part. So my younger brother is working with TCS. He's not having a coding background, right? So he's having 3 years experience. He's getting 15 lakhs package, right? He's working on DevOps tools like Kubernetes and Jenkins. He's having only 3 years experience. He's not having any coding background. Okay, I give you so many examples. Nothing to worry. So people sometimes they guide you, some misguidance they give you. Don't worry. So I'll guide you how to crack the interview, how to cope up in the projects, right? How can we manage in the projects? Okay. So we don't require any coding background. Fine. Clear, right? Any other questions, anyone? Any other questions, anyone? Can you raise your hand, please? If you have any questions. Others. Yeah. Mamata, ask your question, please.
Sir, the same question, sir, I'm asking that. One of my senior told that Python is mandatory for scripting. And also
Ah.
I belongs to completely non-IT background. That is
Right.
MA English language and literature. So I don't have any idea in coding, sir.
Right. So yeah, same question you're asking. Okay. So Python scripting required, coding not required. So Python libraries will be covered. So that is a simple scripting, not coding. So coding is different, scripting is different. So scripting is nothing but group of commands. Scripting is nothing but group of commands. Coding is nothing but application development, right? So front-end development, back-end development, UAT development, that is different. Okay. So Python scripting will be covered in our course. Nothing to worry. Okay. So scripting is different, coding is different. Got it, right? Yeah, I clear your questions, whatever questions you have, whatever confusions you have, definitely you can ask any questions. Okay. Yeah. So every session I give you time. In every session, I give you time for asking questions. So we don't go hurriedly. So I give you, so this is interactive session. Okay. Every session will be interactive session. So you can ask me any basic level question, any general question, any questions. Okay. Fine. Any other questions, anyone? Before going to discuss about DevOps. What is DevOps? Why DevOps? Any questions? Any more questions, anyone? So we are good to go, right? We are good to go, right? Shall we go on? Shall we move on? Yes. Fine. So if you have any questions, just hold on. So definitely I give you time for asking questions. Okay. So because in between the session, if you unmute, so some background noise, sometimes some disturbance will be created, right? Recording will be disturbed. So you will get recordings, right? So while watching the recording, you will get some irritation because background noise. Okay, that is why. So I remove the unmute. So whenever you require, definitely I give you unmute. Okay, fine. Ayyappa, any other questions you have? Again, you raise your hand. Ask me your question.
Yes, sir. Actually, in team in our batch, one of my friend is also there. His name is Denkan Kumar. His mobile is kind of issue, so that time I was asking here, is there any kind of age limited like that? He was doubt like that. He was 34. Can we do it or not? Like that he's saying like that only.
Yeah. So in my previous batch, one of the student his age 52 years.
Okay.
So he's having a civil background, civil engineer.
Okay.
Currently is in Cognizant.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So nothing to worry. I'll guide you. I'll prepare your resume and I guide you how to crack the interview. How can we cope up in the projects? Okay. All these things will be covered.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically we are from Telugu background, sir. So that time we that guy will
You can
be.
ask me in Telugu also. I'm also Telugu background. I don't have
Yes.
Hindi, but I don't know Hindi. But I can understand Telugu. I can answer in Telugu, right? You can
Yes,
ask
sir.
me. No problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. Yeah. Fine. So let's move on. Yeah. Is it clear, right, everyone? Any other questions, anyone? Any other questions, anyone? So far, we can good to go, right? Is it clear to you, everyone? Fine. Yeah. Let's move on. So what is DevOps? What is DevOps, anyone? If anyone asks you this question, what would be your answer? So your friend ask this question. So Are you are joining DevOps course. What is DevOps? If they ask you, what is your answer? So DevOps is having use market demand, use jobs, right? So very good salaries. Yeah, that is the way we can answer normally, right? But actually, what is DevOps? So DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is not a tool. It is a set of practices. It is a set of practices that combine software development and IT operations, right? It is a set of practices that combines software development and IT operations. Speak with me, everyone. Is it true or not? It is not a tool, right? It is a set of practices that combines software development and IT operations. Yeah. So here, where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities, right? So here we are talking about automation. Automation. What is automation, anyone? Real time, guys. So anyone real time, guys, in our session? Anyone? Anyone? available in our session? Anyone real-time guess? The people who are working on the projects. Yeah, Harish Kumar. Okay. So what is automation, sir? Harish, do you have idea? Anyone having idea? Fine. Let me explain. So automation is that thing, but so whatever the activities you are performing currently, whatever the day-to-day activities, daily activities you are performing, manual activities, those we can do in automated way. Like by single click, we can deploy n number of applications. By single click, we can merge the code, we can move the code, we can deploy the code, we can change the code, right? Which is nothing but automation. So currently every project team, every organization, they're using automation tools to perform the activities because of time saving, cost saving. Understanding, right? Everyone. So client always look for the time saving, cost saving, right? So in our course, AI is there, right? AI. So AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Anyone having idea? AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Anyone? AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Hope you understand my question. In our course, there is a AI integrated, right? AI tools. AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Yeah, someone saying taking the jobs, someone saying making the jobs, both, right? Taking the, yeah, fine. Actually, AI is not taking the jobs. AI is giving new jobs. AI is giving new jobs. So Arish, do you have any questions? You are raising hand. You are asking, unmute. Do you have any questions here? Harish, I think unmute. Harish Kumar, do you have any questions? Can I give you unmute? Right. So please raise your hand so that I can easily find your name here. Okay. Yeah, ask your question, please. Harish.
No, sir. I pinged you like you have asked me regarding the automation, right? So I'm unable to unmute to tell about the automation. So that's why.
I see. Okay. Got it. Got it. Fine. Fine, Harish.
Even I'm from automation testing background.
Yes. Yes. Understood. Understood. Yes. Got it. Got it. Very good. Fine. You have testing background, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Fine. So here, AI is giving new jobs, right? So currently, every project team, they're integrating AI. Okay. So definitely we'll speak about AI. Okay. Yeah. So it's a continuous deployments, continuous integration, continuous testing, and continuous monitoring. What is deployment? What is integration? What is testing? What is monitoring? We'll see in further slides. Okay. So here we are talking about deployments, integration, testing, monitoring. We'll speak about that. Okay. Yeah. Fine. We'll see in further slides. Now let us go with a little bit history of DevOps. DevOps arena started in 2008. It is not new process. It was started in 2008, which is very old process. DevOps process is very old process. It was started in 2008. So by the time we used to use very old tools to perform the automation activities. Currently, we are using very advanced tools like Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible. These are all very advanced tools. By using advanced tools, we are performing the activities in real-time projects. Fine. So here, look at this, everyone. Look at here. Here we have two sections, developer point of view, operations. What is developer? What is operation? What are the operations here? Okay. So what is developer? So developer, the people who are developing the applications, the people who are working on the development, we can call them as developers, right? Operations are nothing but collection of all the servers which are hosted in the data center, right? So here in middle, DevOps here work here, right? So between developer and operations team, we work, right? We coordinate with both. We coordinate with developers, we coordinate with the operations team. So what is our role? We automate the activities. We integrate the tools. We deploy the applications. We work on tickets, right? Those are all our roles, right? Yeah. Fine. So let us take small example here, small Java project here. So if you want to start any Java project, if you want to start any project, right? If you want to start any startup company, very first thing we require servers. We require servers, right? Yeah. So here we'll build the servers. Who will build the servers? Admins prepare the servers. So when we talk about servers, we have different set of servers are available. Local servers, development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers. Different set of servers are available in the market, right? So development, UAT, pre-prod, production, right? So here, developer develop the code, servers team, they prepare the servers. As a DevOps engineer, we deploy the applications on different environments. Okay. So these are the different environments. What is environment? Definitely, we'll discuss about that. We will discuss about that. Okay. Fine. Now here, look at this. Look at here, everyone. Agile versus waterfall. Agile versus waterfall, right? So currently, every team, every project team, every organization, they're using Agile methodology. What is Agile, anyone? Anyone having idea? You can chat in the chat box here. What is Agile, anyone? And what is waterfall? Anyone having idea? Online guys, everyone. What is Agile? What is waterfall? Agile is a parallel development. Waterfall is the sequential development. So 10 years back, 15 years back, we used to use waterfall methodology, which is a sequential development. So in waterfall methodology, development will not move forward. In waterfall methodology, development will not move forward, right? In Agile methodology, parallelly, the team, so for example, one application, we can divide into bits and pieces. One application, we can divide into bits and pieces. Those bits and pieces, we can call it as sprint. Sprint is nothing but timeline. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. So for example, one sprint started today. By Wednesday, by next Tuesday, EOD, that should be completed. That is 1 week sprint. 1 month sprint, 5th November, one sprint started today. By 4th December, that should be completed. That is 1 month sprint. So sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. For example, one application divided into bits and pieces like front end, back end, database. We can divide into pieces. That pieces we can call it as sprint. The sprint should be completed within the time frame. Hope you understand, everyone. Fine. So this is waterfall methodology. This is the process, waterfall. Requirement gathering, analysis, system design, implementation, testing, development, maintenance, sequential development. So while working on sequential development, in between any hotfix happened, development should be stopped, right? In waterfall methodology, in between in the development, 50% of the development completed. So in between, any issues happened, right? So any bugs, hotfix happened, development should be stopped. Fine. So whereas Agile methodology, so this is parallel development. Development should not be stopped. So here requirement gathering, design, development, testing, deployment, review, right? So while working on Git, Jenkins, I explain, we'll go very deep dive about this Agile. Okay. So this is just a high level architecture. Clear, right, everyone? So waterfall is the sequential development, Agile is the parallel development. Fine. Yeah. Now move on. Look at this. This is a build and release process. Look at this. Developer develop the code in their local workspace. Local workspace. What is workspace? Workspace is nothing but local system, local laptop or desktop. Developer develop the code in their local laptop or desktop. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. Basically, what is Git? Git is a repository tool or version control tool. What is repository? Where we store our data is nothing but repository. Version control is nothing but, yeah. So the changes will be track the changes. So what are the changes? For example, 3 developers are working on their local systems. Who is working on front end? Who is working on back end? Who is working on database? We can easily track using version control system. Is it clear to you, everyone? Git is a repository tool. What is repository? Where we store our source code is nothing but repository. Version control is nothing but it track the changes. Who is doing what? Right? So Git will track the changes. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you, everyone? Can you give a response, please, in the chat? What is Git? You understand, right, everyone? Git is a repository tool or version control tool. What is repository? Where we store our source code is nothing but repository. Version control is nothing but it track the changes. Right? Fine. So once the development is completed in local Git, the code should be moved to the remote repository, which is GitHub. Once the code is moved to GitHub, so in this flow, our next tool is Jenkins. What is Jenkins? What Jenkins will do? Jenkins is a CI/CD tool, continuous integration, continuous deployment tool, right? Continuous deployment or continuous delivery, CI/CD tool, right? Yeah. So in DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. All the tools are individual tools. One tool will not communicate other tool. Jenkins is the mediator tool. It will communicate all the tools. It will integrate all the tools by installing plugins. By installing plugin. What is plugin? Plugin is a package. For example, I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins. If I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins, so first I need to integrate GitHub with the Jenkins. How can we integrate? By installing plugin. Plugin is nothing but software package, right? Once we install the plugin, then Jenkins start communicating with the GitHub. So after that, what we will do? We prepare the jobs in Jenkins. We trigger the jobs in Jenkins. Once we trigger the jobs in Jenkins, the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. Once we pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins, yeah, the code will be whatever the code we pull from GitHub to Jenkins, which is a raw code. Raw code. Raw code means unstructured code, unformatted code. So that raw code we cannot directly deploy onto respect to Tomcat server or application servers. That is why we require one more tool, which is Maven. Maven is a build tool which generates artifacts. So raw code will be converted to artifact like jar, var, er by using Maven. Because this application server understand only jar, var, er file. So Maven generates artifact, archive, single file, like binary file, zip file, jar file, var file, er file. That var file will be give back to Jenkins. Jenkins push that var file to application server. Here we deploy the application. Clear, right, everyone? For example, in your laptop, you have 100 PDF documents. In your laptop, you have 100 PDF documents. I ask you to send those documents to me. I ask you to show those documents to me. I ask you to send those documents to me, right? So what is the simplest way to send those documents to me? How can you send that? Anyone? You have 100 PDF documents. So I ask you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest way to send those documents to me? Yes, by zip, right? So instead of attaching 100 files to email, you can convert into zip file as a single file and you can attach to the Gmail and send it across. That is the process normally we follow, right? Same way here, Maven take the raw code, convert into single file like jar file or var file or er file. Once it is converted, it will give back to Jenkins. Jenkins push that var file to application server. Here we deploy the var file. Hope everyone understand this. This is build and release process. Every organization, every project team following this process. Any questions here, anyone? Up to here, any questions, anyone, you can ask me. So normal in real-time projects, yeah, we follow this process, right? Which is a very, very important process. So this process we follow entire DevOps. We can integrate all the tools like this. We can integrate Kubernetes. We can integrate other tools also. I'll show you that. Okay. Clear, right, everyone? Fine. So this is very, very easier, sir. Everyone understanding? Everyone, hope everyone understand. So this integrations, configurations are very, very easier, very interesting also. How can we integrate? How can we configure? How can we push the code? How can we deploy the code? So very, very easier. Okay, fine. Now here we have advanced tools are available, right? Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. These are also deployment. These are all deployment tools. These three are deployment tools. We can deploy the applications using Ansible. We can deploy the applications using Chef, Puppet. So currently we are not using Chef and Puppet. We are using Ansible, right? So what is Ansible? How can we use the Ansible in real-time projects? I give you small, brief introduction, brief information here about the Ansible. So because Ansible is very core tool, very advanced tool, automation tool. So by using Ansible, we can deploy applications within a minute. Within a minute. Okay. Yeah, fine. Now, before going to discuss about Ansible, I want to install Java on 1000 servers. I want to install Java on 1000 servers. So these servers are not in automation. We are not using any automation tools. Okay. We are following the manual process. Okay. How can we deploy Java on 1000 servers, right? For example, let us take one server. How can we deploy Java on a single server? Anyone having idea? Anyone having idea? So on a single server, I want to deploy Java. What is the process we follow? Anyone? Java installation. How can we install Java? So very first thing, we need to connect server by using username and password. After we need to connect server using RDP, remote desktop. If the server is Windows server, we use the RDP to connect the server. The server is Linux server, we use the PuTTY, right? PuTTY is the interface to connect our Linux servers, right? So next one, if you want to log in server, we use username password here. Username and password to log in the server. Once we log into the server, we can check Java installed or not. So we need to check the Java installed or not, right? After that, if the Java is not installed, we need to install Java. If you want to install Java, we need to get the package Java software, right? So normally we don't use pen drives, we don't use CD drives in real-time projects because security, right? Firewalls. That is why what we will do, we can copy Java software from share folders. We can copy Java software from share folders. Share folder. What is share folder? Central repositories, right? We can copy Java software from share folders into server, right? Once we copy the software into server, so after that we can install Java. Once we install the Java, we need to set environment variables. We need to set the environment variables. What is environment variable? Path we need to set. If you want to run the Java, we need to set the path, right? So finally, we need to reboot server. Reboot or restart, both are same. So without restart or reboot, right, server, the changes will not be reflected. That is why we need to reboot the server. So this is the process normally we follow in manual way, manual servers, right? Fine. So if the person is having 2 to 3 years experience guy, 2 to 3 years experience guy, how much time will take to perform this activity? Anyone? Any guess? So if the guy is having 2 to 3 years experience, he may take 30 minutes to perform this activity on a single server, not on all 1000 servers, one server, single server, right? If the person is expert, how much time will take? Maybe 15 minutes. So let us say here 10 minutes only. 10 minutes only. 10 into 1000 servers we have equal to 10,000 minutes we need to spend for the Java deployment. We need to spend 10,000 minutes to deploy the Java on 1,000 servers, right? So normally in real-time projects, we work on tickets, right? We work on tickets. We are using ticketing systems like ServiceNow, Jira, BMC Remedy. These are all ticketing systems, right? Currently, we are using ticketing system, ticketing tools. ServiceNow, Jira, BMC Remedy. So what is a ticketing system? Normally, for example, we are using internet connectivity, right? We are using broadband internet connectivity, right? In our home, we are using broadband internet, right? So if the connection is down, normally what we will do? We can call customer care, right? Backend, there is a ticket. Backend, there is a ticket, right? So they use ticketing system, ServiceNow or Jira or BMC Remedy. So ticket is nothing but request. Ticket is nothing but request. Request, right? So every ticket is having some SLA. What is SLA, anyone? Every ticket is having some SLA. What is SLA, anyone? Service level agreement, right? So what is the service level agreement? What is this service level agreement? It is a timeline. So every ticket is having some timeline. So when we talk about tickets, so here we have P1 tickets, P2 tickets, P3 tickets, P4 tickets. So P1 is nothing but priority one, which is having 1 hour SLA. Within 1 hour, the ticket should be closed, right? Second one, so P2, 4 hours SLA. 4 hours SLA. So the ticket should be closed within 4 hours. P3 is having 24 hours SLA. Within 24 hours, the ticket should be closed. So P4 tickets are having 48 hours SLA. 48 hours SLA. So as per the SLA, the ticket should be closed. Otherwise, what will happen? That will be escalated to next level. If the ticket is escalated, what will happen? Our KPI will be impacted. KPI. What is KPI, anyone? Real time, guys. Key performance indicators. Our performance will be degraded. If the performance is degraded, what will happen? So definitely that will impact to our salary hikes. That is why we need to be very careful in real-time projects. So here we have 1,000 servers available, right? In these 1,000 servers, if you deploy applications manual way, it takes 10,000 minutes. Client will not give you that much of time, right? If you take 10,000 minutes, definitely SLA will be breached. Ticket will be escalated. That is why to avoid all this process, we are using Ansible to automate the activities. Ansible, right? So what is Ansible? What Ansible will do? Let's try to understand quickly. So this is my Ansible server, right? Here I have 1,000 servers available. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers by using Ansible. How can we deploy Java on 1,000 servers? Let's try to understand quickly. So here I have development servers 300, dev servers I have 300, QA quality assurance servers, testing servers 300, and also production servers I have 400. So these are the servers I have, 1,000 servers I have. So on this 1,000 servers, I want to deploy Java using Ansible. How can we deploy? Right. So first of all, we need to authenticate from Ansible to development, QA, and production servers. First, we need to authenticate. Authentication. Right. What is authentication? Connectivity. Right. So here we use SSH authentication. SSH authentication, secure shell authentication. So if you want to authenticate, we use key-based authentication. Key-based authentication. So what is key-based authentication? Key-based authentication is nothing but, so in Ansible, we generate one public key. Keygen is the command. Generate public key. That public key we can add into all development QA production. Once we add this key into all servers, this authentication will be established, right? Once we authenticated, after that, we need to prepare inventory groups. What is inventory group? Inventory is nothing but server information, right? So here I have development, I have 300 servers. And a QA, I have 300 servers. And prod, I have 300 servers, right? So here, development server IP addresses I can give here. QA server IP addresses I can give here. And also production server IP addresses I can give here. I can prepare the inventory first. So if I want to automate the deployment using Ansible, first we need to prepare inventory groups, right? So why we require groups here? We can create only one inventory, right? Because segregation. For example, only production server required Java. So that what I will do, I can select only production group, prod group, right? If I want to deploy Java on only development, I can select only dev. That is why we need segregation here, right? So after that, once we prepare the inventory groups, now we need to prepare playbooks. Playbook is nothing but simple YAML script. Simple YAML. What is YAML? Yet another markup language. Full form here is YAML. Full form is yet another markup language. Simple YAML script. Very simple, very easy, Randy. Okay. Ansible provide all the scripts. We can take the scripts from Ansible, we can customize, and we can reuse whenever needed. Understanding, right, everyone? We don't need to prepare our own. The scripts we don't need to prepare our own. Ansible provide all the scripts. Okay. So now look at this. I'll show you simple Java playbook. Look at this. Simple Java deployment script I'll show you. If you want to deploy Java, look at this, everyone. This is the simple playbook. Look at this. If you want to deploy Java, this is only the playbook. Just copy this and paste here. To deploy the Java, look at this. This is on the playbook. So 3 hyphens indicate starting of the playbook. Okay. So here, hyphen host, on which host you want to deploy. All host, all servers, or else you can give development. Comma QA. If you want to deploy on development QA. Or else if you want to deploy on prod only, you can give prod. Okay. Tasks, which task you are going to perform. Install Java. So these lines are common. This is for our understanding. This 3 lines common for every playbook. Okay. So remove this 3 lines, 4 lines. Okay. So this is the actual playbook. Look at this. This is the actual playbook, which is a simple YAML. Yum colon name equal to Java -1.8.0 -open JDK space date equal to present. So to deploy the Java, this is only the script. So if you want to uninstall Java, in place of present, you can give absent. If you want to uninstall Java, right? So this is the simple playbook. Right? So this is very easy, right? This is only the line. You don't need to prepare more lines. Only one single line to deploy the Java. Once you prepare this, you can trigger the playbook. How can we trigger the playbook? I'll show you definitely. Okay. Once you trigger the playbook, Java will be installed within a 2 minutes on all 1000 servers. Right? So not only 1000 servers, 10,000 servers also can deploy Java within 2 minutes. Fine. Here there is an entry question. Here there is an entry question. So which is very, very important entry question, common question. Okay. So interviewer asks you, if I want to deploy Java on 1000 servers, why should I go with Ansible? I can use shell scripting also. Yes, you can use shell scripts also. But there is a idempotency. Idempotency. So what is idempotency? This is the answer actually. So this is the answer. You can go with shell scripts also, but there is a idempotency. What is idempotency? Yeah, for example, I have 1000 servers. Okay. In which 500 servers already Java available. Other 500 servers not available Java. By using shell scripting, you deployed Java. What will happen? Whatever the servers already existing, the Java, that will be removed first. The Java team is already working. Java team is already working, but Java is removed. What will happen here? The Java is removed. What will happen? Some disturbance will be happening. Right? Yeah. Whereas Ansible, the 500 servers already deployed Java, other servers not deployed. If you trigger all the servers, what will happen? Yeah. So whatever the servers already deployed Java, that will not be disturbed by Ansible. Whatever the servers not deployed, those will be deployed, which is nothing but idempotency. While working on Ansible, we'll go very deep dive. I give you other entry questions also, right? So this is very common question, very important question. Clear, right, everyone? So not only 1000 servers, you can spin up 10,000 servers also within a minute, within 2 minutes, right? Understanding, right, everyone? Any questions here, anyone? Any questions here, anyone? Anyone having any questions? Guys, any questions you can ask me quickly before moving to next slides. Idempotency, yes, sure. So idempotency is nothing but whatever the activity already performed by Ansible, that will not be reperformed. It will clearly tell you it is already there. It is already installed, right? Whereas shell scripting, it will remove first existing one. If the version is removed, what will happen? Developers already working, right? So Java is removed. What will happen? Some disturbance will be happened, right? Idempotency is nothing but, so whatever the package is already installed or whatever the activity already performed, that will not be reperformed by Ansible. It will clearly tell you it is already there. Hope you understand. Surendra. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, let's move on. Any other questions, anyone? Any other questions, anyone? Fine. Look at this. This is the Ansible architecture. Definitely, while working on Ansible, we'll go very deep dive. Okay. Now, so this is Ansible. We can integrate with Jenkins here. So Ansible deploy the applications. Jenkins trigger the job. Ansible go and deploy the applications. Okay. Ansible is advanced tool. Fine. So these are the tools we are going to learn in our course. Look at this, everyone. So DevSecOps, not DevOps, DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI. Yeah, here I separated here. Look at this. DevOps with multi-cloud plus AI plus security. Master program, right? So how can we secure our tools? How can we secure our applications? Definitely, this is very, very important one, security. AI, currently AI is, every project in there integrating AI, right? So AI is giving data, AI giving images, AI giving scripts, whatever we required, right? It is giving, right? Yeah. Now look at this, everyone. So Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Prometheus, JFrog, Helm, SonarCube, Grafana, Argo CD, Docker Swarm, Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, Ansible. So these are all the tools. We'll go very deep dive. Okay. These are the DevOps tools, not security, not AI. I'll show you that. AI and security. Look at this. So here AWS will be covered, fully covered. Azure and GCP infra services will be covered. infrastructure services will be covered. I'll show you differences. Okay. And Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Grafana, Prometheus, SonarQube, JFrog, Nexus, Tomcat, Docker Swarm, Argo CD, GitOps, and 4 live projects will be covered in our course. 4 live projects. Right? Along with this, look at this. These are all security tools and services. These are all security tools. Look at this. Security tools, 3V, OSP, right? So different tools. These are all very important tools, very advanced tools. How can we secure our applications? How can we secure our tools? Kubernetes, how can we secure? Docker, how can we secure? These are all the security services. These are all we are going to cover all this. We are going to discuss about this. We'll go very deep dive. Okay. Along with this, look at this. AI tools and services. AI tools and services. Look at this. Generative AI. These are all the modules will be covered. Generative AI is very core agent. Currently, every project in they are integrating generative AI, right? So these are all the tools, other tools. Copilot, right? KDS GPT, right? Amazon Q, Cast AI, Terraformer, right? Gemini AI. These also will be covered. These all will be covered. Okay. Clear, right, everyone? Linux also will be covered in our course. Linux also, whatever the services required, whatever the commands required to perform the DevsecOps activities and multi-cloud activities, right? Those will be covered in Linux. These are all Linux services. These are all Linux modules will be covered. And also look at this. Daily recordings will be provided. Daily recordings will be provided. FAQs, frequently asked questions, supporting documents, sample projects will be covered and provided here, sample projects, resume support. I prepare your resume, technical support. Any questions you can ask me. I give you my number, institute number, all the numbers. Okay. Certification support. If you want to do certification, definitely will provide you certification support. Placement assistance support, right? We provide you. Fine. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah, these are the numbers you can take down, please. Harsha Trainings number, our institute number, 8121092753. You can take down, please, everyone. This is my number. Normally, trainers, they never share the numbers. From Harsha Trainings, we share our numbers. Take down, please, both the numbers. So I have only one number, personal number. This is my number. You can take down. This is my institute number. Please take down and you can send one message to this number. I have attended first demo. So that will provide you recording, will provide you course content, supporting documents. You can send one message to this number, first number, so that our admin send you recording, course content, and also other documentation. Okay, this is my personal number, 96422111711. Please take down both the numbers, everyone. Fine. Yeah, now we can open up your questions. You can ask your questions, anyone. Please raise your hand so that I give you unmute so that you can ask your questions. Yeah, go ahead, please ask your question.
This is Ayappa.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Sir, is that Linux is important? Can you please explain Linux also?
Yeah. Linux will be covered. So whatever the services required in Linux, Linux is not entire Linux. We are not Linux admins. We are not Linux admins, right? So whatever the services, whatever the commands required, those will be covered in our course.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions, please? Anyone? Please raise your hand. Others, any questions? Yeah, Mamata asking question. Are there tools covered only at the basic level, such as introduction, or at the basic to advanced level? So every tool will go very deep dive, not installation configuration, not basic level. Right? So Git will take 5 days. Git will take 5 days. Jenkins will take 8 days. Jenkins will take 8 days. Kubernetes will take 8 to 10 days. So like that, every tool will go very deep dive. AWS services, all the services will go very deep dive, right? Every tool will go very deep dive, not basics, right? Advanced level. That is why more than 100 days maximum. Yeah, so 100 days to 100 days actual course duration. So maybe 10 days extra. Okay. Weekends also sometimes I can cover weekends. Hope you understand, Mamata. Every tool will go very deep dive, not only basic level, right? Yeah. Any other questions you can ask me, please? Cloud license required for no need to buy any license. So all are freeware. How to create AWS account? How can we practice? How can we manage the projects? How can we work on the projects? How can we work on the tools? So those are all practice, right? I'll show you how to create the AWS account. How can we connect the account? How can we work on the account? I'll show you, right? So from scratch level, I'll show you. No need to pay any single MP for the license. No need to buy any license. Even Azure GCP also. We don't need to pay anything, right? So free tier account, I'll show you how to create. So this is my, look at this everyone, AWS account line, right? So AWS account. So how to create account? How can we connect AWS? I'll show you. Look at this everyone. So this is the console, AWS console, right? AWS. So even Azure also. Azure also. How can we create Azure account? How can we work on Azure services? This is Azure account, right? And GCP. Google Cloud Platform. This is the Google Cloud Platform, right? Clear, right? Multi-cloud, right? Our course is multi-cloud, right? 3 clouds will be covered. And DevOps tools, all the tools will be covered as per the content. And AI services, right? And also security services will be covered. Fine. So now I'm attending online class, and if any doubts, can I ask you in person, attend the? Sure, definitely. So morning time, you can come down if you want to. So morning batch will be started very soon, maybe after 15-20 days. By the time I'll be available, okay? If you are nearby institute, you can come down, okay? So definitely. So I gave my number, right? You can reach out to this number so that I'll tell you, I give you available time so that you can come down to institute, you can ask. Take down, please, everyone, numbers. Fine. So trainers, they never share their personal numbers, right? Trainers, they never share in Naresh IT, other institutes. I know, right? So they never share their personal numbers, right? But we share our numbers from Harsha Trainings, right? Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Any more questions, anyone? So if no questions, we can wind up here. Fine. Yeah. So tomorrow, same timings, same link will work, right? You can join tomorrow, same timing, sharp 8 p.m. IST, 8 p.m. IST, session will be started. So tomorrow we'll discuss about cloud introduction. What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? What is cost saving? So how can we cope up in the cloud? What are the interview questions? Explain tomorrow. How we are going to cover all cloud apps. So definitely I'll explain, Malish. Definitely. So wait for few sessions. Okay. So definitely this will be covered. So all clouds will be covered. Yes. Fine. Yeah. We can stop here. Make sure everyone attend the tomorrow session, because tomorrow session will be very, very important session. Okay. So tomorrow we'll try to understand what is cloud, why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. These all will be covered tomorrow. Fine. Yeah, we can stop here.